toolboxes. Well, I've been using this toolbox and this toolbox, the same thing, just different colored lids. For quite a while. I bought them at the local home center. They're a home center brand, the Lixil or Super Viva home brand, and they're actually excellent toolboxes. Excuse me. They have a nice big handle on top, which sometimes if you get it in the wrong position, well, like if you pull it in the wrong position, will come off, but of course can't do it now, but anyways, but it's not bad, and the closure is pretty good, and it has a seal, a rubber seal all the way around, so they're very good. It's got a tray on the top here, and they have lots of space inside. They're also really good for standing on. These things say they'll take 500 kilograms. I don't know about that, but I can stand on it and it doesn't squeak, crack, or break. So these have been excellent. I've been using them for a while. The only problem with them is, this one here I had full of small boxes of screws and stuff. I use a variety of this kind of little box, and some of them have dividers in them and stuff. That one's got drill bits. And they're excellent. The problem is when I load up a whole bunch of those into here, there are two problems. One is this box gets very heavy. It's quite amazing. And what always happens is there's a row of those boxes in the bottom, and then there's a bunch of other stuff on top, and then there's stuff in here. And so I want to get one of the boxes in the bottom, I have to empty half the box. And it's just, you know, it's not the end of the world. I don't know, first world problems, I guess. But it's just kind of a pain. Anyways, I wasn't really going to do much about that. I mean, like I say, these are good solid boxes. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. I might keep them, I might give them away. I'm not sure exactly. But for now, I'll probably just hang on to them. Maybe I'll plant potatoes on them. Anyways, the thing is, I really wanted something different, a little bit different solution. So this is what I come up with. Okay, so I was working at a place recently. The place had used a lot of Milwaukee tools. As you can see, this used to say Milwaukee on it. I just rubbed it off just so it's less obvious. I wouldn't want somebody thinking there's Milwaukee tools in here and stealing it and getting a bunch of crap. And then, you know, I'm out the box and the crap and they didn't get a tool. Anyways, they were throwing these in the garbage. I've actually got one more. And so I just took the guts out of them. Okay, this is how I got the boxes. This one had a impact driver. So open it up. Don't need this, so I just rip this out, and it just comes right out. Throw that in the garbage. I left the foam tops in most of them. I took it out in one, but I think there's no point really taking it out. Now I can just put whatever I want in here. Now one more, I'm not sure what I'm going to use this one for. And of course, because they're Milwaukee, you know, they stack together nicely, like you can see right there. And there's these things on the sides that flip up and lock them together so you can lock them in a stack. Like, it's actually useful if you're moving them around or if you have them in a truck or whatever and you don't want them falling over. But yeah, I'm pretty pleased with this. So this is the kind of thing here. This is the one with the screws in it. It's still pretty heavy, but it's not as heavy. So you open this up, and now I don't got to dig for anything. I've got most everything here labeled. I can just look and say, oh, look, panhead screws. Boom, there they are, panhead screws. This is kind of my work site, renovation, job site, emergency kind of box thing. You know, if I'm going to do a bunch of drywalling, I'll take a big box of drywall screws. But in here, I've got lots of everything. You know, I've got drill screws. I've got the screws for the plates you put to reinforce a wall. I've got drill screws. I've got machine screws and bolts, you know. That's what I got in here. So, I mean, and, you know, I got teeny tiny little screws, you know, and a whole bunch of stuff, you know, like little tiny wood screws, you know. That's great. I've got tape, finish, liquid, markers. There should be a comma between all those. So I got things like there's a bunch of markers and pens, a bunch of markers and pens. I got different kinds of tape. Dissolve it, lock tight. There's some finish. There's a whole bunch of rolls of tape in there, masking tape in that. Little cleaning sponges. And then I've got, like, this is the accelerator for the glue. This is spray oil. I got some glue there. gas for my lighters, brake clean, basically WD-40, and what's this one? Penetrating lube. You know, I got all that kind of stuff in here. So that's what's in there. This one is odds and ends of different things like wall plugs for, you know, togglers are called, wall plugs. Electrical connectors for household electrical, but I've also got connectors for like, you know, speaker things, shrink wrap. I got my little soldering iron there. I got the butane for that. Those little things you put on top of screws to hide the heads. More electrical connectors, you know. So this stuff here is all in this one here. So I think it's pretty easy. You know, wall hangers, you know, things to put on the wall to hang pictures. Staples for electrical wires, that kind of stuff. It says chisels, saws, glue, boroscope, pipe cutter, and sandpaper. The reason I put pipe cutter in there is I had the pipe cutter in that orange top toolbox, and the other day I looked for that stupid thing for like 2 hours, and I couldn't find where the damn thing was. I know where it is. So in here I have some earplugs, a bunch of different kinds of glue, some wire. I got 2 or 3 hand saws, pipe cutter. Here's the boroscope, some JB Weld, various kinds, bunch of sandpaper, sanding pads, magnifier safety glasses, a headlight. I've actually got my single pocket hole jig there, and my roll of traveling chisels. So this is, again, the kind of thing that I take along with me on jobs, and a lot of the time you just don't need the stuff, but sometimes you need something in there. Oh, I also got a mini first aid kit here with a bunch of band-aids and tweezers and that kind of stuff. So that's it. So it may not seem like much, and I guess in the grand scheme of things it's not, but I'm recycling, I'm reusing all these things instead of just going in the landfill, and I think it's a better solution for me. I color-coded everything, so, you know, if I'm working with somebody, which I generally don't, I could say, oh, they're in the pink box or the yellow or the blue or the white box, and it'd just be a little simpler, you know, to figure things out. Maybe, I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, that's about all I got for you today. I just thought I'd share that with you guys and see what you think. I know that Milwaukee make the pack out, but last time I looked, they were upwards of $200 each here in Japan. Yeah, that's a little bit rich for my blood. So anyways, I think I'm putting these to good use. Like I said, I'm recycling. This will make it easier for them to move around. Also easier to store in my workshop upstairs where I store all this stuff because they're smaller format than those big toolboxes. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching, everybody. Take care. We'll see you later.